Yo gang, what's going on, and welcome back to another episode of this forever Football Manager career as we are marching on into the Champions League semi-finals. We are back today for the game against Liverpool. It's squeaky bum time right here at the end of the season, so we are a bit like all scared and stuff. We're competing in the league, we're top of the league, we're doing well in the league. The league is bouncing along, although we've got some tricky fixtures coming up, so we'll check out what is to come in the league. We've got a 3-game episode this one. It's going to be 3 games just because it might as well keep the middle game in the Champions League going, didn't we? So we've got Liverpool, then I should have come into this a bit more prepared, shouldn't I? Liverpool, Everton, and then Liverpool again. So we stay upon Merseyside. We are going to Liverpool to face the teams in Liverpool and see how we get on. It's a journey away for us. But Liverpool away fast in the Champions League semi-final, which is going to be the tougher fixture of them both. So let's not muck around too much and keep me big and keep me all swollen and fat in the middle. Let's get me up in the corner and we can crack on with these games and see if we can win our first European trophy as Plymouth Argyle in season 8. Bloody hell. As we have it, we are back with the Liverpool game away, which is going to be decent. Our last game, since you were last with us, just to make a quick check, was a 2-0 win at home to Newcastle United. Gambella getting 2 from that midfield centre spot, which is where I'm starting to train him. Thank you very much, Miguel Gambella. 2 vital goals right at the end of half-time, right on half-time and right at the end of the game to seal it for us. And it'll take us on a good run going into the Liverpool game here after a spell there. We could have avoided that spell. We would have been doing all right against Chelsea, Crystal Palace and Leicester there and Burnley. If we could have avoided losing those games, we would have been doing all right. No real big news. There's a few injuries in and out, but nothing else to really say. As we can see, there are Premier League games going on this evening. We are 7 points clear of Liverpool, and they do have a game in hand. We have Man City coming up, who aren't doing very good at the moment. Down in 10th. Wow. So we will do our usual bits. I will name us a squad. We will be back to see how we get on for the Champions League semi-final against Liverpool. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm not really excited for this. I'm nervous. I want to win. So let's see how we get on in a bit. So the starting 11 kind of picks itself. It's going to be similar to what I had going in due to injuries. It is Bazunu and goal. Injury to Elian Andre has stifled us big time. Lukaku's having to play at right back due to the fact both of my right backs are injured. Sanchez and Charteres. There's no way I'm going to risk him. And Charteres is still 5 to 10 days away. So Lukaku's going to have to debutise at right back. Pinero for the injured Van Kempin, who's also injured. Osez, Rossi, Carlos the Beast, Djukic, Gambella. Djukic is obviously playing for Petkovic, who's injured. Ruiz, Hunter, and Zikovic up front. So we have to hope that we can. So it's a weakened team. We're gonna have to hope that we can get a result. So wish us luck. Let's do this, boys. So we will pump our fists and we will say, yeah, go on. We're underdogs, actually. No. We're away. I don't like doing the fans if you're away. I expect us to get... There we go. I'm going to go with that. So we can get a good result in the second leg. Put in a decent performance now so we can get a result in the second leg. Gambella's free kick. Carlos the Beast wins it, but it's just over the bar. So away at... What's that? What's all this... Referee attendance. I'm assuming Liverpool haven't put a sponsor on there, as Wana will pick it up. Kanate takes his time in midfield, brings it forward. Xavi Simons. Wana's got loads of space. Oh, and it says tried to get back a couple of times, but Liverpool get an early lead. I'm going for some encouragement. Wana had so much space. Where the hell was Rossi? And Arcez tried 2 or 3 times to get back. Zunu couldn't do nothing. Darwin Núñez with an easy header in. Disappointing start. That's not really what we need after 13 minutes. So, half an hour in, I'm going to demand a little bit more, and I'm going to go attacking for the last 15. Encourage with 5 to go. Right, our shooting has not been good enough, it needs to improve. I'm going to pump this, offer some faith, pump this, no. Okay, so it's only there, we're going to offer some faith, we're going to offer some encouragement. Pinero throws himself at the ball, Craig Hunter has run his course this game. What's this? I'm not just standing, that's too much. Pekovic for Jukic, let's give it a go. It's early substitutions, but everyone was looking exhausted. I'm going to demand some more. Bringing the tempo down just a little bit. Kefezis Ailton. Says one of very few highlights. Kepa Ruiz cuts inside, does well. Kefezis clips it back, and Barkey just couldn't rise enough. Across the beast, Pox. Unlucky lad, could have been one that stole it for us. Don't want to concede a second. 2-0 makes it much harder. In the second leg, that's for sure. Come on, lads, we need to get this ball back. Hernandez, Kenner. I'm not sure who Kenner is. Bellingham inside. Oh, well split for Ailton. Ruiz. And Barkey. Oh, it's off the post and Pox. Oh. Ailton's first touch, instant highlight, Kefezis. Ailton takes his time, does really well. Bazunu, says to Pinero. Lukaku, Pox. Flicks it inside. Ailton skips it. Oh, he should have done better. Offer some encouragement. He should have done better against the youngster. Slipped to the back post. Ruiz cuts inside. Still, but that will end that. But we've come roaring back. Oh, actually, I want me to change that over for a second. Let's just let the boys do whatever's going to be done here. Kefezis gives it right back to Alexander Arnold. Not what I was hoping, but stolen in Pekovic. Oh, yes, yes. Away goals don't mean much, but that will equalise us. Balanced. And the throw-in, Alexander at the throw-in was not the best throw-in, but a mistake from Alisson and Pekovic. Yes. And that'll do well. We'll take that. We will take that. You've done brilliantly to salvage a draw. I'm proud of you. Well done, lads. Not the best performance at all, but it will leave us in good stead going in. So 3 days' time, we've got the Everton game. So I'm going to leave it there for that, and we will be right back for the Everton game. So I'll see you guys in a sec. Here we are then, back for a vital away game against Everton in midweek. Bit shitty that they put it here. Been nice to have had a full week off before the Liverpool game, but oh well. I say midweek. This is the Saturday game. This is actually Saturday 3 o'clock kickoff. We're the only people playing, which seems a bit annoying, but you know, let's get into it and hope we can get the win. Kick ass. So I'll do the usual bits. I will name a starting 11 with the Liverpool game in consideration, and I will be back. Going into the game against Everton, I'm going to ring in a few changes. I've not been super happy with the way everyone's been playing, if I'm totally honest with you. So we're going to go Steve Wilson and go. Charteris has returned from his injury, which is great news. Pinero at centre-back with Says. Kefezis at left-back. Carlos de Beast. Ailton's going to get a start for Jukic, who's not been playing very well at all. Gambella Pox, Hunter and Mbarki. Actually, Lukaku's going to get a start in the middle. Lukaku's going to get the start in the middle, not Ailton. He's just relying on him at this time of the season with a league still to play for. I'm going to put Lukaku in there. I trust him more. So that's the starting 11. Wilson, Charteres, Pinero, Acez, Cafezas, The Beast, Lukaku, Gambella, Pox, Hunter and Mbarki up front. Big names on the bench, but let's give it a game. Let's hope we can get the result against Everton, as we will. Let's show some form. Let's go. So, what time to get an itchy nose? That's annoying. Charteris picks up on the right. I slam my can down, which I didn't need to do. Hunter clips it inside and Barkey knocks it back. Lukaku, Pox. Yes. There's no offside. And that is 1-0. That will do us. Great start. Settled. Nerves settled. Hunter does well and Barkey does better. Marcelo couldn't get there. And an easy finish from Pox in the end. And that's what we wanted. As all of the commentary seems to be us enjoying ourselves. So let's try and get a second goal before too long. Charteres does really well against Dwight McNeil. So we take our time. It says, lovely little chip to Lukaku. Pinero. Charteres back to Pinero. Cafezas, Hunter. Oh, does really nicely. And the ball and Mbarki. Oh, that was unlucky. That was unlucky. As we move on, half an hour in, and a highlight pops up. Gambella does well, but Bistrup does really good as well. Jota, all the way back. There is a threat there from Diego Jota. There's always going to be a threat from Diego Jota. Berger, Manuif, Dwight McNeil. The ball is lovely. Steve Wilson does well to come and gather, thankfully. To Pinero, back to Acez. God almighty. Cafezas, Gambella and Mbarki. Hunter steals in and bats away. Does really well to turn back. Gambella and Mbarki ended up deflecting it in more than anything. And gets his 10th of the season. Yes, to make it 2-0. Hunter does really well, stealing in. And then he was calm here. Didn't panic. Back to Gambella. Chipped it up to Mbarki, who nods it in. Nobody expected Gambella to do that. I expected him to shoot, but he chipped it up. That's dangerous, isn't it? On the lead up to half time. That is a great... Oh, another little highlight. Let's go. Hunter. Cafezas. Mbarki unlucky. It'll be a corner. Either way, I'm going to ding out some praise. I'm happy at 2-0. As we stayed up on Merseyside for a few days. Actually used the Liverpool training complex, which was nice of them. Pump our fist and continue. Let's keep going. Hunter with a corner. Corner's good. It says off the post. That was unlucky. I'm pretty sure it was Sebastian Arcez who rose the highest. Twink. So with 55 minutes gone, there's a few people looking. Cafezas to Gambella, back to Gambella again. Lukaku and Mbarki. Offside. Changes. So 4 changes made. El Hassan's going to come in at centre-back and debutise for Says. It's just with the game in mind coming up. Changes. Just quickly made another one. Rossi for Kafezas. Djukic is going to come on at defensive midfielder for Carlos de Beast. Ailton's going to give a little role for Gambella just to give him a rest. Pescalo's going to come on the left to give Hunter a little rest with half an hour to go. What we'll also do is we'll just slow the tempo down a little bit. See if we can just maintain keeping the ball a bit. Just go slightly lower. See if that will give us even more of the ball. Just not to wear out too many players. As we dink it over the top and did the exact opposite to what I was hoping it was going to do. As Vale comes forward. Now's not the time to be giving up a goal. Good save, Steve. Get on, Steve. Big Steve Wilson stepping up there. Palming one away, but Jota with a corner. Knocked in, and Hilton does well. He's the biggest man in there at 6'7". Yes, 6'7". In again, and Hilton again wins it. Bailed as well. Just keep it at like a standard tempo. Seemingly they're building up a bit of match momentum, which I don't really want. It could be playing Al Hassan at centre back. Pescalo does well, takes his time. Al Hassan to Rossi, Djukic. Chares pops. Oh, inside to the cat. Chares again. Inside to Pox, it was unlucky. Cack. Nice from Djukic. Oh, and a Hilton with his third of the season, the big man. Or a big kid, should I say. Which that feels offensive to say though, doesn't it? The big kid. It's not very nice. But he is, he's 17. The young Scot, that sounds better. Blasts it in to make it 3-0 to Plymouth Argyle. Great end to the game. Happy with that. Happy with that, lads. And that is a really good result. That's stable. Keep everyone, keep it, keep the momentum, keep the juices going. That takes us 9 points clear of Chelsea. But more importantly, 10 points clear of Liverpool. They've got 2 games in hand, so it's still lots to play for. But we will rest the boys, take a rest for a few days, and then we will be back for the Liverpool game in the second leg of the Champions League semi-final. So I'll see you guys in a bit. I must admit, what started off as nerves at this episode has now turned into excitement over these last few days, which is ultimately dangerous on Football Manager. Football Manager has a way of kicking you in the ass when you feel like you're going to do it. It stops you. But I am confident going in after that win against Everton. I'm confident we've got momentum, belief, and the ability to be able to beat Liverpool. So let's go and do the biz. Let's choose the starting 11. We'll be back and we will crack on with this Champions League semi-final against Liverpool. I am excited. Let's do it. Right, going in. We've got a few players returning, which is really good news. A few players I'm going to put my trust in, but ultimately a team that I think is good enough to get us through. So we're going to go Bazunu and go. We're going to have to. Steve Wilson played well in the last game, but going to have to go with Bazunu just because he's a little bit better and it's the Champions League semi-final. Steve Wilson's going to be okay in a couple of years' time, but right now, Gavin Bazunu's going to have to I'm just going to have to trust him. Charteris at right back due to still Sanchez being injured. Pinero, Osez, Kafezas, Carlos de Beast, Petkovic returns, Gambella, Keparu's on the right, Hunter on the left, and Zitkovic up front. Despite the fact Mbarki played really well, Mbarki scores more, doesn't he? Like consistently. If you look at those goal scoring records, especially for this season. Let's have a quick compare. Mbarki beats him in a couple of places. I'm going to put my trust in Mbarki. Oh, no, I don't know what to do, Zikovic. I'm going with Zikovic. Go with my initial starting 11. Shit, here we go. Let's give this a whirl. We are going to pump our fists, and we are going to give the fans the money's worth. And if I can offer some faith, I'm going to pump my fist. I'm going to offer faith there. I'm going to pump my fist. And I'm going to offer faith there. Let's go, lads. Here we go. 1-1 aggregate after a really good result at Anfield. It's a shame away goals aren't a thing. Petkovic does well. Ruiz, instant ball to Hunter, and Craig Hunter set himself off. Oh, mate. I swear, a bit more composure and... Mate. So, second highlight pops it up after 10 minutes. Kudus, Marcos, Nianzou, Bellingham. It's a nice ball. Harvey Elliott takes his time. Long are the days of Mo Salah. Bellingham, Nianzou. Intercepted from Cafezas. Hunter does well to get the ball back. Finds Kepa Ruiz. Great ball across. It was intercepted. Zikovic was going to get there. Zikovic continues it to Hunter. Oh, and the ref's blown for a penalty. Otragon. Looks like he's injured himself as well, and it is a penalty. And Otragon's picked up a knock from the injury. Zikovic will step up and score to make it 1-0 to Plymouth Argyle as home park goes mad. It's 26th for the season. Yes, lad. Yes. Penalties, isn't they? We know what they look like. Alisson Becker went the wrong way. Liverpool dominating on that possession front. What says? Petkovic, Ruiz. Oh, skips inside, lovely. Oh, Kepa Ruiz with his 10th of the season. It's been a bit of an up and down season for him, if I'm honest. But he's coming good when it matters. Skips inside. Past, and then Alisson Becker could not grow tall enough. And that is 3-1 on aggregate. 2-0 on the night. And 20 minutes gone. Hunter. The ball to Kepa Ruiz. Petkovic, unlucky. There's lovely football from Plymouth Argyle. As Hunter intercepts. Hunter's a unit. I forget how big he is. Oh, Petkovic flapped around, but Carlos the Beast made up for him. As Kepa Ruiz brings it forward. Oh, enough for a cross is great. And Zikovic will get his second and kill the game with 3-0. Kill the tie. And Liverpool looking like they didn't even want to turn up. The away trip down to Plymouth has not done them any favours. Kepa Ruiz's cross was fantastic. And Zikovic gets a toe end. Justified to maybe start him. Nielsen, Elliott. Oh, and that is a great save from Bazunu. That is a banging save. And says rises to get rid. Nianzou. And that will end the highlight. As the game's steadily ticking by, Liverpool controlling the possession. But that doesn't matter too much at 3-0 up. But it does mean they can pop back. Good interception from Petkovic. Zikovic to Gambella. Gambella to Hunter. Ooh, Hunter tried a ball. He will offer pressure to Nianzou, and Petkovic intercepts. And he goes, but Alisson Becker does really well. It's unlucky from Petkovic. Ruiz's corner to the back post. Hunter will pick it up, but it will end the highlight. Now 5 minutes gone, I'm going to offer up some praise because, well, they've been pretty good, haven't they? Ooh, Craig Hunter's free kick, back post, and Carlos the Beast. The unsung hero, really. He just sits there sweeping up. Doing his biz at defensive midfielder and gets himself a deserved goal. I'm happy with the shots on target so far. I mean, why would we not be? Says with a great header to find Kepa Ruiz. Charles, who's left up on his own, knocks it back to Zikovic. Kepa Ruiz, Petkovic, back to Ruiz. Oh, Kepa Ruiz tested Becker. The corner goes over. I didn't expect anything from the corner. He is, yeah, okay. Coming up to 60 minutes gone. Only a third of the game left. Liverpool don't appear to be creating enough or have enough penetration to get out some thick boxing come on. Marky will go shot for face Rossi. On the face. And so the 5 subs are going to make Rossi in at left back, Al Hassan defensive midfielder, Lukaku in at centre midfielder for Petkovic, Gabriel Pox for the fantastic Craig Hunter, Kepa Ruiz will go on the left, and Mbarki will get a running up front for Zikovic, who's got 2 goals today. And probably will pick up the man of the match performance, unless Kepa Ruiz does something else. Nianzou sends it back. Rossi will pick it up. Al Hassan takes his time back to Says. Lukaku skips inside Gambella. He's fantastic as well. As we've absolutely dominated Liverpool today. Liverpool have had no answer. Lukaku, Gambella, Alisson Becker was slow. That's a fantastic strike, really. Gabriel stand as well, but Lukaku's like, no you don't. Gable Pox really well to control it. I tell you what, that down on standard is actually playing down on standards rather. Pox, oh yes, is actually seemingly better. I might start the next game on standard, see how that goes. Mbarki, Rossi, back to Mbarki, takes his time. Gable Pox on the right hand side, slots it past Becker to make it 6. And Home Park has been treated to an absolute display from this young Plymouth team. I am nothing but really happy. Even Gavin Bazunu has played exceedingly well. Al Hassan's come on and done a fantastic job of covering for Carlos the Beast. Really? Cheers. I'm good. Pox. Fantastic ball to Lukaku. That'll do, lad. And there we have it, lads. We are going to the Champions League final. No ifs, no buts, no maybes. 8-1 on aggregate. I'm delighted for all of you. I mean, it wasn't even close, was it? And that will be it, boys and girls. So we're running for the league title. I think some of the games are out of my hand, so we will come back and we will either do the last 2 games of the season in Wolves and Brighton, and then the Champions League final. Or if it goes all the way down to the wire, I'll come back and do the Brighton game. So I think that is the way that we will do it. So I'll be back for the last 2 games of the season, which should be the Brighton and the Champions League final. Exciting. Champions League final. Can we win Champions League against Bayern Munich or Manchester United in the final as well? So that should be a test. So gang, there we have it. We are Champions League finalists with Plymouth Argyle. Season 8, I think we've got there as well. I think we've got to the Champions League final and lost it last season. So this season could be the one. It should be the one because this team now is a year more experienced. They're a year better. And we've got a hell of a team, really. Especially with all the youngsters coming through. I expect to be winning things for the next few seasons with the squad I've got, especially if I can keep it. So please stick around for the journey, stick around for the ride. We will see how this goes. I'm even more excited to see how this translates into FM25 as well, because I'm assuming you can still take your saves and stuff over. So if you've joined me this far, that's fantastic. Much love from me as always. Please, next episode will be coming soon. Much love and peace.